As soon as I start it, it decides to go to black, darker. Fire torch. I actually have. Some of these were just put on here because they are either cheap or free, but for the most part, I don't really play. I was gonna get back Warframe, but then initially I played it on PS4, but then it performed horribly once I got to an open section, as in a big open field area. This should take not very long. I've just noticed something. Not Lucy. She is here. Hold on. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Also need to unlock. Boop, 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 boop. Oh. Is. That's a bit too far. That's a bit better. There we go. So if I go copy, move, paste, paste. I love how loud that sound is, even though it's not actually that loud. And this copy, move, paste, move, paste, move, paste. Capture card. Apparently there's no signal. Okay. Off. Not off, but leave.
Mario Kart 8!
I just thought I'd move the thingy over a little bit. Lucy really wants attention right now. Always as soon as I'm actually doing something. Probably because I'm speaking. You are being, well, currently face stroked. I'm rubbing her cheeks. Boop. Anyway. Okay then. Either no one wants to play right now, or I've just gotten lucky / unlucky. Nope, never mind. There's quite a few. Well, I say quite a few. More than 2. I was gonna say, hopefully it's not another one of the extremely high loading time, well, not really loading time, but waiting time ones. Ah. I thought that might have actually hit someone. It didn't. Can you play with me? Yes. If you add me as a friend and then join. But, I'll need to accept it, so that'll be between races. I'm assuming it actually updated properly. The friend code should just be in the stream title. Even if it didn't, the command exclamation mark, yeah, FC would also show the friend code. Obviously there's only about 6 people, but I'm surprised I'm actually this far ahead. Oops, someone's catching up. Yeah, how are you then? Oh, that was for them. That one for me? Your game. I'll hold this anyway. I'm gonna be mean. The bomb. Okay. I'll assume this is you. Come, friends. Done. Saying that. What? Because I always look. At least I think I always look. Playtime. Okay. I'm assuming that you've probably only recently gotten the game then. In which case, if that is true, it will be a bit like getting thrown into the deep end. Because I've played enough global to the point where I'm with people who can easily beat me and I can easily beat them. Which, when you think about it, doesn't actually tell you anything. But yeah. All that you'd need to do is go into online, then friends, then join. And this is assuming that you're still here, because I noticed that Super Mario is back. As normal. So that second viewer, who isn't me, could even be them. I could be talking to someone who's not even here anymore. But oh well. Lucy's jumped down. Probably because I'm not giving her the attention she wants. Even though I've given her a lot of attention today already, and earlier, before the stream, during the stream, even though the stream's only been going for like the last 10 minutes. She's had a lot of attention today. But then this is Lucy. She will always opt for more if she can. That for me? Yeah, that is. Oop. I have no idea if the walls are faster or slower. Usually on a course, they're the slower route. It's actually faster to completely ignore the boosts. Well, generally, those are the rules, really. Well, not necessarily the rules, but that was very close to me falling off. The general outcome is, if it's not just an open piece of track and there are boosts on it, and it's an alternate path, don't bother with it. Because the boosts are there to compensate, and usually they don't actually make up for it. That's a blue shell. Not that. Aww. Bullet Bill, no. Bullet Bill, no. Good Bullet Bill. Oh, okay. That makes sense. But I'd imagine you actually have a bit more than just 3 hours. Hi. Wildwoods. I'm gonna go use a heavy box as the doorstop. Well, heavy is relative. It's a tiny box with 10 decks of cards in it. And it's currently my doorstop. Missy's back. Yoshi Valley. Okay. How are people? She's still looking at me like stroke me, and I'm thinking I would, but no. I'm doing so. Me and the Luigi just cancelled red shells. That's not fun. No. That was very close to hitting me. That did hit me. On items. Ow. Okay, in going for the items, all I did was end up in 10th. That was an idea that could have paid off and just didn't. That Waluigi is extremely far ahead. Whee. Oh. Well, as usual, backwards is the best way to use a Fire Flower. I shouldn't have thrown that. Nope. Now, as this Mario Kart law, if a green shell can hit me, it will. Just because there's a Fire Flower. Would I have used a mushroom there? Maybe. Maybe not. Depends. Oop. That's a red shell. Another red shell. Didn't go for me, for some reason. What? Okay. So, I go to drift. I move at an angle that should leave me on the edge. But because I was trying to drift, I fell off. I bet if I didn't try to, I bet if I didn't try to drift around that and I tried to keep just going straight, I would have actually succeeded. I disagree with falling off there. It felt very... You know in a game when you land on a thing and it just plops you to the side because you're not supposed to be on it? It felt like that, except on the main part of the track. Whether or not either of you saw that and can agree or disagree with what I've said, but that's what it felt like. I think I came like 6th. Oh yeah, since you wouldn't have seen it, Mr. Mario David, do you like the changes? Because you obviously would have seen beforehand. Want ruins again? Okay. Yes, I did come 6th. Whee! That didn't. In my head, that was gonna go in a completely different way, and then instead what happens was I just went low. Somehow I'm still in 1st after that as well. I don't think I should be in 1st right now. I think I should have easily been overtaken just then. I should really get into the habit of holding onto coins before the defensive items, just because of booze. Because if you don't have to use it, there's no real point to use it. Obviously you can cycle out and hopefully get a different defensive item, but sometimes that's what leads you to getting hit. It depends, really. Like right now, all I had was... oh. All I had was a coin, so in going up to... in going up to the double box, I might as well. I think my throat just made a random noise. I don't know why, and I don't know what part of my throat did the noise, but it was there, and I don't know if OBS picked it up. Yeah, I was tempted to use the coin because I wasn't full on them, but that works. I can line this up even with a thingy, yeah. Fine, save me. Also, yes, earlier I did say that I'm using 10 decks of cards as a doorstop. Just to clarify. Person looks like a cat. You know, I've noticed that this game gets the most frustrating, probably, when I try to make changes and play against the same people. So, while it's fun sometimes it is just like, I don't have enough speed for this. Because I'll try something like on a light character. Yeah, I figured out that the further in the game you get, as in higher up the speed ranks... Oh, changes. I've changed how the goals look and added a most recent thing for donator and follower. And I've also added follows this stream. Basically, the entire bottom bar looks different. I've done it in a different way as well, like from within the program used. Like, instead of having a follow goal bar, instead I've gone for a stream label that follows the total number of followers. Because the follow bar works, but only while you're streaming. So if you gain a follower when you're not, it doesn't appear. I'd imagine they're more meant to be used in stream, but that isn't what I want. I want an overall thing. Like, it shows all followers compared to a goal number, and stream labels do that. So I set up the stream label with, like, there's the term in it, which is total number of followers, and the text around it is the follow goal and the goal number. That's the same as what the follows the streamers as well. That's a stream. Well, all of them are stream labels apart from the URL. That's just a watermark because one, I needed to fill that space and I had nothing to fill the space with because I don't have subscriptions yet. Secondly, because why not? Then people who watch on YouTube will definitely know the URL. But no, the only thing I'm unsure about is the follows this stream. Because since setting it up, no one's followed. So, well, I know it would work. Because it's a follows this session thing. But the bit that I'm unsure about is whether or not the setting to reset the session each well, it's an alert box to automatically reset the session. That isn't clear enough. I don't know whether or not that means each stream or each week or each month or whatever. So basically what I'm hoping for is for someone to follow, and then the next stream I do, I'll find out. But for that to happen, someone needs to follow. Also, stop stealing my stuff. Oh, the red shell saved me from the blue shell. Yeah, no, that's what the changes are. The entire bottom bar looks different because it is different. I came first again. I didn't even notice, I was just playing. Focus too hard on what you're doing and you'll find it doesn't work. Relax and do it, and instead you'll just be fine. That doesn't just apply to Mario Kart, that's for everything. Also, I decided to go for kind of a faded color rather than just complete white, because while white doesn't look terrible, it doesn't fit in with the rest of the colors. Because all of the colors I've chosen, the purpley, plummy, whatever background, the bluey green, very thin borderlines, and the dark green chat up there, which I was tempted to change, but I'll actually keep it as it is. And then obviously the channel logo icon profile picture thingy was put up there because it fit and chat wasn't long enough to fill that box. A lot of the stuff on my stream setup is just filler, but it works, so I'm fine with it. Yeah, I went for that color because it just fits in. There is a word to describe what I mean, but I don't remember it right now. Basically, it's the difference between high contrast defined colours and having them all be kind of faded and muted. That word works, but it's still not what I mean. It's a type of palette. But, yeah. I like darker colours in general. I think brighter colours sometimes are too bright. Obviously, like right now in game, they work. Bright grass, bright wooden bit here. Ow. Why do people try and use a super horn on someone that's already been hit? That's something I don't understand. Ah, so close. That's something I don't understand about this game. Why do people super horn people who are already down? They know invincibility frames are a thing. Whee! I overtook a blue shell. Boop! I don't know what that person has. I can't see it. Boop. Yeah, no, I should stay in the habit of doing that. Obviously, 2 defensive items, you have 2 defense rather than 1. That was a bad corner. I bumped the wall. Oh, hello, blue shell. Ooh. That isn't useful to me. Eh. Oh, that did nothing. I came 3rd. That's not terrible. There is a very big variety in points. A huge mix between, well, obviously 14,000. A huge mix between about 5 to 7,000 and a load of 1,000s. I don't know whether or not the 1,000s are treated as filler and they just fill the space, or if it's an attempt at balancing. Have I ever played Super Mario 3D World? I have not, but I plan to get the Switch re-release. I'm trying to remember whether or not it's called a 3D World Deluxe or not. I don't think it is. I think it's just 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. But no, I haven't, but I will at some point. Yeah, it seems like the kind of game that you could 100%. I've played 3D Land, the 3DS one, which is a game I never really 100%ed. I felt like the 3DS games had a lot of issues. They were a mixture of too long, like overstayed their welcome, and stiff. Obviously, the Wii U / Switch game wouldn't have that, because the controls are so much better than 3DS's. But yeah, I've played an almost fully completed Deluxe. I didn't do that one on stream, I just did that one for fun. I will probably do it on stream at some point, which is probably when I'd go back and 100% it, because I kind of got most of the star coins and stuff and just went, some of these star coins are not worth their trouble. For just the general idea of completing it. But then saying that, I'm the person who had to, well, not necessarily had to, but played Mario Odyssey over multiple months just because the game never gripped me. It was just over-bloated and oversaturated with moons. It was so easy to just move on. I didn't. I got pretty much every moon I could. It was fun while playing it, but between sessions I didn't want to play it. I've been hit by bombs twice so far. But that's the thing I felt with a lot of games recently. You play it for a bit, it's fun while you're playing it, but then once you actually stop playing it, you feel no reason to go back to it. You was like that a bit, not overly. But then a lot of that with you was because of when I was trying to play it. It was a mixture of not having much time and not really wanting to get into stuff majorly anyway because of that not having much time. So there was 2 layers but from the same cause. I don't know why I'm talking about this when the only question was, 3 more bombs! When the only question was, did I ever play, I've been hit many times from behind. You know what the question was, it's in chat. That entire race was just surprise hits, both from in front and behind. None of them were red shells, they were all just a bomb in your face or something up your butt. At least to me. But so Lucy's gone now. Whether or not she'll come back, I don't know. We didn't do Wario's Gold Mine, did we? No. Yeah, no, I felt like... Yeah, I have a feeling those were both of the bombs that hit me near the end. At least one of them probably was. Or do you mean you got both item slots with bombs? Because bombs are easily my favourite item in the game. They're the only defense where you can blow someone up in the process. If they're close enough when they try and attack you, you destroy their item and them. Yeah, no, I felt that with a lot of games. Oh, 200cc Wario's Gold Mine, where I'm built using a kart build, or bike build, like this. Okay, this'll be interesting. Oh, okay. Well, the chances rolled are still the same. Whee! I say that when, maybe not. If you had a coin, then a bomb, then used the coin and got another bomb, the chances rolled would not be the same. This is what I mean. This is not a 200cc setup. Well, it might be. It might be. But considering I haven't played much 200cc, it's not. Well, actually, a game that's like that, the whole I feel no need to play it between actually playing it, is this game. Yeah, the braking isn't effective enough. The speed is too high on it. So usually I don't end up near the back with 200cc, usually I'm at least decent. But yeah, this game, I haven't finished the Grand Prix. I never went back and did it. I like this game. I enjoy playing it. As evidenced by Saturday for the last, like, 3 months being Mario Kart Day, basically. Whee! I'm not even gonna bother with the shortcut. Yes, I did. In attempting to drift, I just fell off. I might change the setup a little bit just to accommodate for 200. That is a might, because overall it's not too bad. All I need to do is just make sure that I do not mess up at the end here, because as far as I can tell, I'm gonna win. I did. Which I say on the one where I ended up in 12th and was like, this is not a good 200 setup. It's true though, it's not a good 200cc setup. I focus on speed and acceleration, 200cc is more of a high handling one. The handling isn't terrible. Yeah. I'll do Toad Harbor and do this. What are my current stats? What is my handling? It's quite... It's not terrible, though I will change over to... I say that, but I don't really want to change anything. I think I will change over to this. This way, just because of the different movement style in general, if we do get 200cc. Yeah. Well, you can still use it, but it becomes more of a how the gold mushroom is probably intended to be. You can tell that we were just playing 200cc with how I just drifted. Yeah, it's probably meant to be more of a timer with infinite uses rather than just spam it and see what happens. Because that's what, I'd imagine that's what the gold mushroom is supposed to be. It doesn't have the trade-off of the fire flower, where the more you use it, the more efficient it is. How did that hit you? I was trying to break the shell. Now that I've changed, I'm regretting it because I feel like I'm not accelerating fast enough when it's my fault. And I know I did it for a reason, and that reason being one of the game modes. Oh, speeds. Hit people? Peace? I hit one. Not bad. I didn't mean to use that. Oop. Yep. I knew I was gonna get hit as soon as I passed you. I'm gonna go up here. I didn't get any coins. I didn't get that coin either. I didn't get any coins. That was the entire reason I went up there. Okay, that red shell came from the side. Apparently, if you run into one of them with a boo, you just get fired off to the side. At a completely random and unhelpful angle. I'm actually allowed coins now. I'm down here now. That is for me. Oh, what did I say earlier? As soon as I make changes, that's when the game starts to bully me. And I made a change, and suddenly everything is just wrong. I guess coins is the reason for that side path. No, I don't mind the splat buggy, but it feels more like a medium character thing. I'm gonna change back. That's a good conversation point. Sometimes it feels like you're not allowed to have valid preferences in terms of game. But just then, I did something, changed, didn't do as well, and then changed back. There are some people out there who would take that as I'm blaming it when I'm actually bad at the game. When, no, it's because bikes and quad bikes actually physically handle differently in this game. They have different turning angles, different speeds, different multipliers on the stats. Everything. That's why there are different vehicle types. My best vehicle type is the non-sports bike, the regular one. Funnily enough. Yeah. it's just one of those things that feels like it has been lost. If you change because you did something badly, it's not because of preference, it's just because you're terrible. Which, given how I've gotten in the upper half of the majority of global races I've played, I'd like to say I'm not terrible. I've even won, like, a quite big portion of those as well. Or at least top 3. Obviously, they don't have a full stats breakdown of the rates of each placement. Wish they did, but they don't. Ow. If they did, that'd be great. Like, the amount of times you came first, second, and every other number down to 12. That's all the numbers there are. Coin? No, Super Horn, which can be used. See, that's how to use a Super Horn, because that person wasn't invincible from being hit. Eee. Once again, the law stands. It was a green shell, so it must hit me. I know I say that as a green shell passes me and doesn't hit me, but that one was a traitor. There you go. Lesson number 2 of today. Spin words in any argument you want, because even if it doesn't fit, just change the narrative. That green shell was sentient and opposes the law, so it just didn't hit me. When in reality, it's just because the angles didn't add up, even with Smart Bounce. Oh, no, yeah, you can keep that. I was initially going to try and throw the red shell, but I had the blue shell. I didn't see it on the map, I didn't even look at the map. Ooh, that wasn't for me. Good. Or it broke. That one's for me. No, it's not. Never mind. Ow. Well, I am on the other side of the item boxes with no defense and I'm still small, so chances are I'm going to get hit by a red shell and not come first. It's like I'm psychic. Well, no, it's more rather that the chances of this game mean that the overlapping odds are you will probably get a coin in first, because if you have nothing, you will probably get a coin. Or it might be 50-50. I'd hope it's 50-50 and not like 70-30. But yeah, and the chances are they will get a red shell, because the chances are in second place you will get a red shell. I think. Even if it's not, it's still, the point still stands. A significant enough proportion of probabilities mean that you will have nothing and they will get a red shell. My eye hurts. Well, I say my eye hurts, it's more like it's just irritated. Another fun thing about this game is the hidden stats, like mini turbo and things. Meow. Coin. Like I'm psychic. Also, I'm fairly sure the odds, chances of each item, well, chance tiers of each item change the longer the race goes on. Being the further it goes on, the more likely you are to end up with higher tier items. Well, rather, attacking items more than defensive items. Or in terms of first place, it doesn't really change very much, and you still end up with just like a coin. Maybe you might get a green shell, sometimes a banana too. Whee! And that is why I hold on to mushrooms. So considering I've seen quite a bit of 8 rather than 8 Deluxe, I've seen quite a bit of both, but I've played it quite a lot. I'm fairly sure first place can't get mushrooms anymore, where in 8 they could. That's a bullet bill, which stopped good. Looks like our friend left. That's a thingy shell. Oh. I'm gonna drop them. Blow up with me. Ah. Right. I saw it. Okay, game, just forced me into a wall. Playing global has completely changed my outlook on the positions. It's gone from... Ow. It's gone from, I want more, to, I don't want to lose. As in... It's gone from, I want the position ahead of me, to the, I don't want to lose positions to the people behind me. I am much more likely to attack backwards in global than I am in a personal or private game. A lot of that is also because of distance. In this game, it's so hard to drag someone back. Compared to other Mario Karts. In other Mario Karts, you can just send out 3 red shells and they'll just be sold for 7 years. In this game, if you're far enough ahead, you just kind of end up at the front of the pack again. There's no real change in position. Obviously, you're closer, but not by much. Whereas... people behind you in the main body of the race, they trade around a lot, so if you can keep them back and force them back, you can add some of that distance for yourself, even if the people in front of you end up ahead. This one again. Even if the people ahead of you end up even more ahead, or the same amount of head compared to you, more compared to them, your personal position hasn't changed much. At least that's how I think about it. And seeing the people next to me, they're definitely a pair. I haven't looked at the names or anything to see whether or not they're actually... Oh, yes, they're definitely a pair. One's called Dan, one's called Daniel 2.0. Or as is more actual 2.0. Or as is even more actual 2. I just wiggled around that. I didn't actually get an item. I'm somehow still in second even after bouncing the wall. I'm either magic, or everyone else is terrible. Or both. No, the widely believed fact is I am in fact magic. The magic only happens when it doesn't matter. As soon as it does matter, it disappears. I don't know. Coin, save me. I've had so many instances of that where the coin is just the only thing I have, that I've gotten to the point where I can actually use the coin within a second and end up getting hit, and then perfectly 1 or 2 frames afterwards ending up with just here is the coin in my inventory. If you look at how fast my coin count went down then back up. Yeah. That boo was perfectly timed. I let go of the button as it got taken. I didn't let go of that button, game. I meant the other button. Perfect example of what I mean. I'm attacking back, not forwards, because I have a fire flower and the person is too far ahead to use it on them. But instead of holding on to it and just burning an item slot, I'm just going to use it instead. You can tell I've got into the flow of the game when I start talking faster, because that is how I think. I think now. I think fast. Whether or not I actually act on it is another question, but generally I think fast. The more focused I am on what I'm doing, the faster I will speak, because it matches it. It's why I mess up speech so much when I speak slower. Which is actually true. As far as I can tell. Obviously you can't, there's no way to like rate thoughts per second. But yeah, generally, this is kind of the speed that I think when it comes to speaking instead. It's why there will be pauses like this when I try and slow down, because it's just fast gap, but also just in general there'll be multiple trains of thought going at once, predicting the outcome of what the sentence will be, and I'll just mix the word. Yeah, no, that's how you can tell when I've gotten properly focused in and into actually playing the game, as I'll start speaking fast. It's amazing in games like Deceit. Or I guess Among Us is the more current example, but I never really got into Among Us. It felt a bit too... It's a bit too open to people just bullying you and just going, you're bad. Why? I say so. Everyone else disagrees with them and suddenly you're kicked out. What did you do? Absolutely nothing. Is that suspicious? Apparently. Not all of my Among Us experience has been like that, but that's part of why I was just like, I don't really care. Because that did genuinely happen at least once. I was in a call with someone, we were both playing, we were in, both of us with randoms. Obviously we weren't talking about what we were doing, because that's cheating. You're not allowed to talk about what you're doing while you're playing the game. Actually, you're not allowed to talk while playing the game until it's debate time. But a lot of people just take that as you're not allowed to talk about the actual game itself. Any guesses on where that green shell came from? You get 3 points for answering my hand. Thanks, Mon. Oh. Why did that one banana go backwards? I don't know. But yeah. Okay, there's a banana there. There's 2 bananas there. But the same corner, same thing, same person, just that the shell wasn't mine. Okay, the game is bullying me now. This time the game is bullying me. Yep. Literally every time I gain a bit of speed, I just get hit. Or I'm doing a corner and just smack green shell. Yeah, the multiplayer detective-y games of there are people... That one was my fault. Of there are people who... Not again. Oh, okay, Bullet Bill, just be greedy and take items you don't even need. Yeah, those games, I am quite good with, generally. Aside from Among Us felt a bit too loose. It was odd. That race wasn't good. I got hit on the same corner twice, once by my shell, once by another shell in the exact same way. Hit multiple times just because I was there. So yeah, fun. Yeah. No, I would play Deceit again, but apparently it's had an update which completely ruined it because it decided to follow in the footsteps of other big games instead of being its own identity, and people just left. They didn't like the change, so they just left. Stopped playing. I'm pretty sure after that happened, its Steam reviews just exploded downwards. The annoying thing is that was a game that I actually really liked. And also, I only really like playing it in a group of people where there's everyone playing is in the same call. If everyone playing is in a different one, or if it's just a load of randoms, same thing as happens in Among Us happens, where people would just do team killing or just whatever. This should be Big Blue by the sounds of that. No, it's Mute City. I don't know if they have the same sound or not. But again, another duplicate. This game loves duplicates. But yeah. No, I remember just that the seat was considered my game in the circle of people that I played with. Because I was one of few people who could both be the monster, be innocent, be good at both, as in also be quite a good detective and figure out when people are lying, though not 100%. Obviously not 100% accuracy on that. Ow. Well, I attempted. That shortcut is entirely pointless. You can attempt to use, well, I say shortcut. That bit of off-road with a mushroom over it is pointless. The angles just don't work. But yeah, but the one thing I could do that very few other people could do, like one at most, I think, was after being found out as the monster, that wasn't when it became easier for the innocents, that's when it became harder. Because I was the only person who got, like, consistently good with. So, you know I'm the monster now, so I'm just gonna completely stop trying to be fake and just murder everyone. And it works. They couldn't hit me because I was good enough at dodging. I tracked them down and didn't need to be sneaky about taking the blood because they already knew. So suddenly this disadvantaged position in the game became... I can magically... Stop trying to line up with me. And suddenly this disadvantaged position in the game became very advantaged compared to them. Because all of my resources just opened up at once. And all they had to do was kill me. Well, more vote me off, but if I'm being super aggressive, unless they get lucky with like a lethal injection or something, when the lights are on, because when the lights are off, the monster respawns infinitely even with... Which maybe lethal injection didn't. I don't remember. Either way, basically, everything flipped and it shook up the game so much they just couldn't handle it. It was completely against the style of the game, but I could do it. That game is supposed to be sneaky, sneaky monster murder, where I turned it into massive action super slaughter. And it just happened to be that my brother, who isn't streaming currently, but does, and is thinking about getting back into it, but we never lost a game together as the monsters. Because we know what each other were doing so much that our playstyles complemented each other anyway. But we could flip quite easily between murdering everyone and not. Even if one of us went down, the other one would be able to clean up the rest. And we would quite easily like shepherd each other's kills to each other. So even if we couldn't kill because we'd already killed one person, because the rule of the game is the monster can only kill one person per lights off. They can injure others, but they can't kill them. You could just guide them into each other, and it was quite fun. But apparently the game's changed now, and it's... yeah. It's apparently not so good now. Which is unfortunate, because it's also free. It's a fully free game with a fun multiplayer mode. In the whole PTT, Among Us, Seat, that is the game I'm talking about, so that doesn't work. But yeah, the Well, even Town of Salem. That kind of thing, where it's a detective game, except you're actively being hunted. The only real downside with Deceit is there was actually an unintended unintended pressure to not use the alternate monsters. Because if you were the only person with a monster or a certain skin or whatever, well, cosmetics are good, and it's how the game made a lot of its money. Because it had microtransactions, but they were actually decent. The only thing that was a bit unfortunate was the werewolf, which was a paid monster type. But yeah, and maybe the Yeti as well. I don't remember. There were incentives to not use the alternate skins and types, because as soon as you use something that people didn't have by default, they instantly knew it was you. If they saw it. And obviously the game is dark and you have to worry about not getting killed and everything, but if someone goes vampire with blah 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 skin, people can easily work out, oh, it's that person. And then obviously you have the player names next to which character model they are, so you just kill that person. Because they had a voting system as well. You could take people down by either shooting or knifing them, or in some cases spoon. Not spooning as in fun way in bed, spooning as in slapping with a spoon. Yeah. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I just am. I'm just speaking, and this is just where it led to. Where did that red shell go? When did it become lap 3? Oh, we've lost people. Oh yeah, I actually have my shifts for work now. And, oh, even more people are leaving. Hooray! Yeah, I actually have my shifts for work now, and, the easiest way to sum it up is, I don't know how next week is gonna go. I am in every day but Wednesday and Sunday. As far as I could see, the timings did work to allow for streams. But that's they work as far as... Oh, what is Thursday? 10 till 5. That would have to be moved to evening. Saturday is 3 till finish. Yeah. They do work in terms of I can do them, but they would either be at different times, or I might just not do them anyway. It depends. I think what I'll do is I'll move the days away from... I'll move the days away from days and times and move them down to just days. Because the days do... Well, assuming that that person is a red shell... Oh, surprisingly, I didn't get hit. But yeah, assuming that it does kind of stay like this, because my shifts are not set. They never have been. We are just put in... Basically, it's kind of plotted together. I'm the person there who can do a bit of everything, so I kind of will end up in there. That almost hit me. Yeah, so I will end up in a bit more than other people, maybe. But generally, it's just whenever you're kind of needed. And given how quite a few people there have other jobs, but then also saying that at least one person prioritizes the other job so heavily that there's no reason for them to even be there, but that's more of a work-related grievance and something for a stream. But yeah, you can tell how that would go. Also doesn't help that it's extremely understaffed, which is why everyone is in so much. And all of the new staff options are either A, not appearing, not responding, or C, because B didn't really get it, are either not responding, or just non-existent. I hit the pokey in midair. But yeah, that's why I'll have to be in so much, but yeah, just generally, I don't know what's happening stream-wise. But what I do know is that in-game, I am still magically ending up in the positions to be hit by red shells even though there are people next to me. Fine. I stole that. Yeah, I'm not looking forwards to next week because of... Well, one, I don't mind going in most days. It's just that on at least 2 of those days, I have 2 shifts. Well, a split shift, but it's 2 shifts. Daytime and evening, which... Actually, yeah, what are the, 9 till 3... Oh, Friday is not gonna be fun. Because the first one, Monday, 12 till 3, 6 till finish. That's not bad. But Friday is 9 till 3, 5 till finish. Hey. No. But I don't know how next week is gonna go. And considering how understaffed everything is and no one seems to be responding or replying... The business isn't looking too good. Of course. And again, of course, it broke on the... I now have no coins. Whee! Oh, you shy guy failed. Okay, I fall off now, apparently. I'm in last again. Last with a super horn. And there's a banana there. May have been mine, I don't remember. I don't think it was. See, green shells are good, but they're almost entirely pointless. At least when you're in 4th in a 5-person race. And everyone is so spread out. Okay, I was aiming for the double, but that works. That person better not have mushrooms. They do. 4th, never mind. After this one, I'm gonna go to the toilet, so I'm gonna disconnect after this one. Big blue. Yeah, disconnect after this one, and then obviously reconnect. Well, whether or not I'll reconnect into the same one or find a new one, because there aren't many people here anyway. So I don't know. But just saying now. Few more people. I like how the weather is going rain when outside it's cloudy sunny. Yeah, the weather says rain when outside it's not. Well, I'd imagine other places of where I am are, but... Did I get the banana up there, or did it bounce back? Ow. I attempted to drive along the thing because it would have been fun. Instead, what happened was I just fell off and got hit by the train. No. I think I did get the banana up there. Of course. And for my troubles, I get a coin. And claps down to 7th. But the more important one is that I got a coin. Ow. Okay, one of those green shells lifted up to hit me, but the other one stayed on the ground. Okay. Or did it maybe look that way? I don't know. Okay, Red Shell. Did you break the banana, or did you hit me? Because you look like you did both. That is something that is frustrating about this game. Okay, Red Shell, which did you do? Hit or not hit? You can't have both. Yeah, like I said, I am gonna disconnect, do the thingy, then come back. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Well, it's officially started raining here. Well, I looked, and the reason it said rain was because I'd imagine you're probably still in the thing. Yes. 66 to 84. We actually have quite a close one. You're winning by 18. But that isn't that much proportionally. 66 plus 84, that would add up to 150, I think. Yeah. Out of 150, there is a 18 difference. That's not bad. Just over 10%. Oh, I joined at the right time. Yeah. Oh, the rain stopped. No, it hasn't. But no, I can see why it said rain. From the bathroom, I could just see off to the left. There was just a massive rain cloud just covering half the town. Where in the bit that I'm in, it's just a very, very light drizzle. Obviously, it's coming this way. I think. $150 Rainbow Road. Given the chances, I think it is actually better that I have one set up for 150 more than 200. Because 200 definitely doesn't seem like the majority. $200 seems like it's like quarter chance at most, or something like that. 20%. So while my setup isn't optimized for 200, there's no point making a compromise for a mode that barely comes up. What, 200 just come up once so far? Maybe twice at most? Yeah, it's not really come up very much, and it never really does. Have that. I do this. That works as a defense. This will make no difference. Fifth. The rain stopped again. I'm like on the edge of a rain cloud. So did you say N64 Rainbow Road because I said something wrong? I don't remember what I said. Oh, okay. I'm the only person who went for Melody Motorway. I feel like this is a crime. Someone else picked it, so I don't think it's been chosen. Nope. Like middling when it comes to points in terms of removing outliers, so you, and then looking at the average of the rest. Well, median would probably make the most sense for that number. Even with outliers, it doesn't change it very much. Boop. Oh. That person's called Yossi. That's amazing, because it's not Yoshi, but it's also not correct. No, I don't know where that train of thought was going. I didn't filter it either, it just kind of came out. Meow. I tried. I don't know if I hit anyone or not. I don't think I did. Thinking about it, if it does properly start raining here, I should probably close my window. My window is currently open. So it opens... it's split halfway up, and the top half opens by moving the bottom half of the top half. Yeah. By pushing the bottom half of the top head. Oh, brain. I'm trying to say what I had already said, and also a new thing. No. By pushing the bottom edge of the top half through. Outwards, not even through. I don't know. Speaking isn't the thing I'm doing right now. Racing is the thing I'm doing right now. So while it doesn't like let rain in, as in like a door-style window, it does still let a little bit in. And I have an extension lead by the under bit of the window, because that's the only real place I can put it for where I want it and what I want to plug into it. And I know that at least during heavy rain, it does come up through the window even when it's on the latch, instead of even fully open. What I do then is I just have the curtains closed, pull the blind, let them catch the water instead. I still want it open. This one. I just kind of go quiet during these bits. I don't know why. Cheap, cheap beach. On mirror. Meow. I have done the ultimate move. Rather than hit the person in first with the red shell, I've just taken it into first. Suddenly, what I'm playing as feels looser than it normally does. I don't know if it's just me, but it does. And that... I just ran into it. How do you just run into someone's red shell when they're driving in a straight line? Aw, I tried. Yep. Ah! Okay, that was on purpose. One, two, three, four. Yeah, no, that yeah plus to a green shell. That missed you and just hit me. It just bounced twice and came straight back into me. I'm in first now, which I can tell because I got the front-running drums. Which seems to be the thing that gets added in the most when you're front-running. That somehow worked. I came in first, but what place did I actually come in? Because we were like... Okay, first. We were literally touching each other at the end. Oh yeah, I changed my Mii. I didn't change it, but I have a new one. Because I think I explained it last week as well. But you weren't here last week actually, so you wouldn't know. At some point last year, I think I had to send, or maybe the year before, I had to send my Switch to be repaired because the operating system just corrupted. I don't remember if it was my fault or not. It was probably partially, and I caused it, but the effect was random. I don't remember. I don't remember if I caused it or not. Either way, it was outside of warranty, so I had to spend money on it. But, yeah. While my Mii was still saved to the account, the actual file of the Mii no longer existed. So I just made a new one. Similar to, but not exactly. Now. Yep, that's Mario Kart. Oh no, this is Mario Kart 8, so all you get is mushrooms. You wanna beat everyone up? Mushrooms. You wanna gain places? Mushrooms. You want to complete the useless item? Coin. Oh no, you actually want mushrooms? Coin. No, I don't see why you'd ever want mushrooms. Ow. All mushrooms do... I thought that was another piranha plant then. All mushrooms do is lead to getting hit. That's wrong. No, all mushroom... This game doesn't like me. Why would I use this now? Why would I use this now? Why would I use it on the other end? Oh, I might as well use it. That gained me, like, one place. Actually, no it didn't. I didn't gain a place. So what I am going to do is, because I can 100% see it happening, there's going to be lightning in a second. Oh no. I'm surprised there wasn't lightning just then. I had a bullet bill and a star, one after another, and I got to use them. I don't think the game's gone soft, but it stopped paying attention for a second. Yep. Yep. And the... Yep. That one was me, but yep. Never mind. It let me use the other things to give me a false sense of hope, and then it just took it all away at the last second. Because after getting hit, I do enjoy being unable to use the mushroom because it got booed, being lightning, then attempting to go for a dropped mushroom only to fall off. Yeah, that's what happened at the end of the last race for me. $150 Sherbet Land. At night. For some reason, I feel like this track isn't normally at night. Ow. You know what? If I can remember where it is, I'm actually going to go for the glide ramp. I didn't even get that. But never mind. I fell down, and I didn't actually want to. I don't remember where it is anyway. Apparently that person didn't get hit. Okay. I've learned, if you ever see a blue shell, or if you ever see a blue shell... What did I even hit then? I wasn't below the edge of the ice. I don't know what part of the ice I just hit, but apparently I did. So, I've learned, if you ever see a blue shell, bullet bill, or star, give them the widest berth possible, run yourself off-road, because if you don't, they will hit you. And sometimes they don't even show up on your little radar-y thingy. And also, you've got to love how the bomb that was dropped earlier... I'm not even going to bother anymore. The bomb that was dropped earlier instantly exploded, where whenever I try and do it, all that happens is it just kind of waddles a little bit. Fifth. Count of how many people? 12. Oh, okay. This one is unlike the previous one. The previous one went from quite bad to actually very good, where this one has gone from very good to slowly getting worse. I feel like Royal Raceway has fans. Also, the colours of my Mii are based on my profile picture. Yeah, something told me Royal Raceway had the majority chance. Maybe 51-49. Actually, what is 100 divided by 12? I don't know. Probably 8 point something? Well, 8 times 12 is 96. So 96 plus whatever 0.4 divided by 12 is. And 40 divided by 12 is not a doable number. Very easily. Now. So you can't then just do that, then divide by 100. Find the number. It's like I knew. I'm pretty sure I looked behind me before the red shell was even thrown. Actually got to boo. And out of it, I got a green shell. Which hit no one. Throw the red shell. Ah, I didn't mean to go that. Whee. Bomb. Yeah, I think it is just a difference between throwing bombs forwards and back. I know there is a difference, being if you throw them forwards, they don't really explode straight away, but if you throw them back, they do. That is what it is, but yeah. That one tried. I'm pretty sure that one went under my wheel. Ow. I tried to squish. Yeah, I wasn't trying to go for the middle one, but that's what the one I went for. Ow. Ow. It's going well. I'm an 8th. 7th, 8th. I'm no longer allowed items. I gained and lost no points. Yeah, oh, the sun's even coming out of it. But no, the game is very slowly going more and more towards bullying. He got his wish. It'd be funny if it was the person who left. Game picks Twisted Mansion after they leave. I don't know if it was or not. I wasn't paying attention to the Mii's. And that's a very valid strategy when you're playing on call with people. Distract them with the horn. Tell them that they can do the horn on the start line before the race. Or whatever those things are called, I forgot. Starting positions, those ones. And they'll just get lost in doing that instead. Also, I don't understand this game. Sometimes, when someone goes through a double item box, it doesn't disappear if you're close enough to them.
Other times, when people go through double item boxes, they disappear and they take 7,000 years to come back. But then saying that, sometimes you go through one that's forming and you get the items, and other times you go through one that's forming to the exact same amount and you don't. Obviously, the reason for that is because it's not the exact same amount, different, but that's what it looks like as far as a human eye can tell. Oh no! Oh. I was gonna say, oh no, I'm going into the water, then I got hit by lightning. Almost. Almost got the banana on that person. Doesn't matter though, because I didn't. If I had, that would have been fun. Eh. I'm surprised I hit them. I thought I was gonna miss. Okay. Have that. I know that was my only defense, but it was a thin bit and I had a bomb, so why not? This works. Actually, I have a good question, because I've changed to Streamlabs OBS again, instead of regular OBS. Is the double sound back? As in, the sound is repeated like a millisecond after. Because I know I fixed that on the other one by changing the setting to something else, where it would still output to the desktop audio. But it's basically because OBS was taking the sound from the actual thing, capture card, and what I was hearing, and sending them both to the stream. Where what I needed to do was make it so then it would play to me, not to the stream, and then take the one that played to me and send that to the stream. Because I can change the volume if I want. Like, it was about there. Yeah, I can do that, and I don't know which one is actually sending out to the stream. Someone disconnected. Meow. Superbell Subway is one of the most interesting map designs for the track. The actual track layout is very interesting. Also, I know it's not, but the instrument choice just reminds me of Animal Crossing. Hit? No. Meow. Coin. No. Good. The music choice here just seems like Animal Crossing. I have a coin now. Now I don't. It's a blue shell. I'm not allowed to win anymore. From lightning to blue shell. And I bet this would be a coin. Oh, it's a super horn. Which I'm not allowed to keep. I'm also apparently not allowed the iron box either. This works. Obviously I said before, oh, it's last lap. Ow. Never mind. Even more never mind. I came in third at least. But first through most of the race, beat down to second, then down into fifth. Yeah, no, thinking about stream times next week, I don't know whether or not I'll even do a Saturday one. Obviously work comes first, because you're contractually obligated to do it. You don't sign a contract and then go, actually I want this day off, and this day off, and this day off. That's what your days off are for. Book them in advance. Obviously, if you can arrange preferred days off / preferred days to work, then they'll try and accommodate. Assuming the boss / manager is actually nice. Some of them will just say no, give it to themselves and not care. I say some when that's quite a high amount in terms of stories. Yeah, before I started working, I had heard so many bad boss stories that I genuinely just went, all managers are bad. Obviously they're not. They're people. But then, what do people do when they're in positions of power? Create eggs. I don't know. They tried. What hit me? Genuinely, just then, what hit me? Because it looked like a load of nothing. My cart tripped on the air. I'm not allowed to enjoy nice things. I get hit by literally nothing. I then boost away from a person with a star and just get hit by lightning instead. Red shell. Other red shell. They have defense. The bullet bill, I couldn't really do anything about because I was already halfway through the turn before it even appeared on my thingy. They slippy track in places. Oh, that was lap 3. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know if next week it's going to happen. Or Saturday. The rest of the days will, probably. They'll just either be an hour later. Well, either the correct time, just rushed up beforehand, an hour later, or... For some reason I thought I had to press A on something. I wasn't looking at the screen. Well, I'm choosing this one now. That works actually, we haven't played this one yet. Or at least I haven't. Yeah, I'm probably going to go for another 40-ish minutes. The Saturday ones seem to go until about 8:30 here. Just then. Wario Stadium, which I'm fairly sure hasn't come up yet. I just realised I never locked the stream labels again, the ones I edited at the beginning of the stream. I didn't edit them, I just moved them. But I never re-locked them. Ow. Yeah, no, right at the beginning of the stream, I actually moved the middle two. I moved them over to the right a little bit because they were a bit too close to the they're a little bit too close to the edge. Yeah, no, in general, when it comes to the streams, my two main thoughts are show everything. As in, don't be one of those people that picks and chooses what goes on YouTube just because it happened to be a bad stream. Because you weren't here. Yeah, you weren't here. But I have not rage quit, more of a just frustration quit. Because I wasn't angry, it was just, this isn't fun anymore, I'm just gonna stop. And that was this game. It was literally a full, like, 2 hours of just, I was able to do nothing and just got hit repeatedly. With no one watching, and yeah. So it was like, well, no one's watching this. It's going badly anyway. I don't really feel like I'm having fun anymore, so why even bother keeping on going? So I just stopped. I think that was that one. There have been times where I have decided to stop early because of the game as well. Because sometimes it is just like, okay, the game bullying me is no longer a joke, it's actually happening. And again, if it's not really fun, there's no point keeping on going. But then that just happens in general with games. I just find it funny when people say Mario Kart is an easy game. In concept, sure. In terms of mastery, no. But then saying that, this is Nintendo. A lot of their games are like that. Or at least the ones they publish. Like the Kirby series. People think Kirby games are easy. No, they aren't. By the looks of it, you just quit. Okay. I'll be going for another 35-ish minutes, so if you don't return... I say that when 2 hours is actually a good time. I don't know. Maybe I will actually stop in a few minutes. It would work. It's a good stopping point, 2 hours. I might make this one the last race then if you're leaving anyway. This session hasn't been bad, it's just been very mixed. Oh, the entire sessions of, and now I can't do anything because the game decides that I should just be hit 24/7 are the ones that just aren't fun. I tried. Now that I've released that, I am going to get hit by a red shell from behind. Oh, they had double defense anyway. I think I just defended against the blue, not blue shell, green shell. There are many shell colors, 3 of them in fact. Boop. I hit some. Ow. I hit someone with that. Yeah, I don't know. In saying that I might make this one the last race, I kind of do and don't want to. It's a mix. I didn't get an item there. Ow. Yes, game, I let go of the button. Yeah, game, I'm not sure that person was behind me the entire time. I'm fairly sure they weren't. That was a big loss. Proportionally to what the gains are like. Like a 14 loss or something. Why is the game bullying me? Oh, it's not right now. But no, it's just the thing of, I'll do one more. I'll do one more, then I'll end. I want food. No, but sometimes it is just, you get hit repeatedly in every race, and it just feels like the game is bullying you. But yeah, at times, it is a bit of a, this has happened, I can't speak. Sometimes it is a bit of, this is happening so much that it feels disproportionately high, so it just feels like I'm being targeted. But it's not, it's random chance. That person has a tiny face. But yeah. Or if you mean like why as in what did I do to the game? I don't know. I'm just hoping the last one isn't Excite Bike Arena, and I don't think it is. No. Yeah, this will be the last one, then I'll probably end, because I actually kind of want food now that I've thought about it. And once again, the meta is alive in this game. Heavy character on a quad bike with wheels. Wheels? Roller wheels. I thought roller, but said wheels. Meow. Doing the glide ramp there has become so normal, I actually forget there's an actual corner there. I don't do the corner that much. Yeah, that banana ended up in the section just in front of the drop. And I'm gaining a headache now. That's fun. I think it might be time to stop then. Though saying that, even with a headache, I probably still keep going. I don't really care about headaches. They just get in the way a little bit. Yeah, I forget there's even a corner down there because I just do this so much. I don't know what I just hit, but okay. I know there's a blue shell coming, but... eh. I'm in 6th. I thought that was moving the other direction, which is why I tried to go on that side of it. Yes, I'm in 8th with quite a big loss compared to the person in front. Give me a piranha plant and a singular mushroom game. Oh, also, in terms of the game... Speak of the topic. In terms of the game bullying me, whenever I get anything nice or anything happens to me, I have to be hit by lightning. And green shells must always hit me, even if they're my own. Especially if they're my own, actually. Meow. I got 4th, so that wasn't bad. But I was near the front, / in first for the majority of that race. 6-6-5-5. That's a good place to stop. So out of online, that many races, the majority are 1st and 2nd. At least 3/4 are 1st and 2nd, I think. Assuming that's what those crowns mean. Battles is a bit of a different story. Oh yeah, I thought someone changed unicorns with me. It's 1991, yeah. $15,000 coins. What am I actually up to on the Grand Prix? 100%, 100%, 100%. Nearly. Haven't decided yet. But yeah, thanks to you for joining and playing. Thanks to Zanehat for also joining and playing. And yeah, it'll be the end. Bye.